Welcome EXOS at home to another body weight training session. I am your coach, Coach Gene. I'll be guiding you through today. We have a fun 40 minutes planned. For today's workout, you will need that water bottle handy. We are going to be getting after it today. A chair or some kind of hard surface. We're going to be doing some hip flexion action on that. So I'll give you some time to get that. And of course, if you'd like to, please use that yoga mat. Shoes are optional, and if you'd like to, let's throw that music on just to get some rhythm going today. So I'll give you a little bit of time to get all those things. If not, we're going to get right into this quadruped position. So, starting off, as we do most sessions, we're going to start with the spine. So hands are below my shoulders, knees are below the hips, my toes are curled. And I'm just going to drive my hips back to my heels. That way it locks my lumbar in and that low back in. And then from there, I'm going to start with my right hand. You can do the same. Left hand is going to continue to anchor those hips back to my heels. I'm just going to place the top part of my hand behind my back. Okay, and then I'm just going to use that shoulder and chest to drive through and then reach up. Okay, I'm going to do this 10 times because I want to give my spine a chance today. Remember, that top part of your back where that shoulder is doing all the work, low back should be locked in, hips should be locked in place, 10 each side. It shouldn't be big movements, just nice and tiny, just to get the body going. Of course, if you have any toe problems, you can lay those toes flat. Totally up to you. Remember, hand is your anchor, driving those hips back, place that hand behind the back, drive the shoulder up and down. Small movements of the spine, just to get things going today. 10 reps each side, okay? So 10 reps. Stay with me here. Good, once you're done, we're gonna go back to the quadruped position, okay? So nice and flat. Now, from here, we're gonna drive our right leg out nice and straight. And then all I'm going to do is reach that hip towards you, towards the screen, and then close the hip. So I'm opening and then closing. If that right hand matching with that right leg comes off the ground slightly, no big deal. I'm just trying to work that internal, external rotation of the hip. Okay, back and forth, trying to get familiar with this T-hip position. So in and out, play with that. We're going to do 10 reps. Okay, so up and down counts as 2. Just keep playing in and out. And I will show you what it looks like from the other side. So, same thing here, quadruped position, drive out nice and long, reach towards me or the screen, open up and close. Okay, so you really want to drive that bottom leg to where I'm pushing that hip away, and then I'm closing against that knee. Okay, so open, close, mobilizing the hip, similar to our pigeon position. Okay, but we're trying to stay a little bit more locked in, trying to give that hip some love. 10 reps there. Fun exercise that we are actually going to be doing for our primary circuit later on. All right, now we are going to be on the ground, nice and long. So belly on the ground. From here, we're just going to rest. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to go into a DNS 3-month posture. So similar to our plank, tuck those elbows in, and then from there you're just trying to drive those shoulders away from the ear, and ever so slightly get your stomach up off the ground. Hold that position for 2 seconds, and then coming back, we're trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then drive away. Hold for 2 seconds. Now I'm using my knees to get that hip and lower belly off the ground. You can do the same. Again, we're doing this for 10 reps. We're just trying to mobilize the shoulder and activate that core a little bit. Simple as that. Drive those shoulders away from the ear. Squeeze at the top 2 seconds, and then pinch those shoulder blades together as if you have a citrus fruit. Could be any citrus fruit, lemon, orange. And you're squeezing that fruit, squeezing the juice with those shoulder blades. Now, if you can really do this in real life, please send me a video. I know it's tough. anything to get those shoulders separated. 10 reps here. Stay with me. Perfect. Once you finish 10, let's go ahead and nice and easy work our way up to a standing position. Okay, we just did a little pillar preparation where we're going spine, hips, shoulders. You can always do this on your own. If you ever are running out of ideas for something to do at the end of the night, just to wind yourself down, or if you're going to start a workout, always start with the spine, then go to the hips and shoulders. All right, from here, we're going to go into our base position. So base position looks like hips are back, chest is over the knees. I'm going to shift my weight to my left side. You can do the same. And I'm going to balance on one leg, and I'm just going to kick now this leg that's off the ground to my 6 o'clock, reaching out nice and long to my high split, and then I'm going to reach out to my 3 o'clock, right horizontal of that foot. Okay, so 6, 3. I'm going to stay crouched over with my nose over my knee, and I'm just reaching nice and long. 6 and 3. I'm going to do 10 of each, so I'm going to really try to activate that left side, that glute, that quad. Maybe some ankle ranges are tested here. 3 and 6. Horizontal and then straight back. Okay, 10 on each side. Stand up. Ooh, yeah, start to feel it a little bit. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so I'm trying to load all my weight into that right side. Basically show my footprint in the sand here and really reach back to my 6 o'clock and then the 3. Okay, so 6 and then 3. Okay. Nice and long. Stay with me here. 10 reps each side. Of course, you can go less. Clearly up to you, wherever you're at. Big thing here is that we're trying to activate that big muscle, that gluteus. And stand. 10 and 10. Very nice team. Okay, we're going to go into a little bit more, trying to open up into that deep squat. One of my favorites here. So let's get that base a little wider than shoulder width. We're going to reach down, so we're going to do that with our hips, not with our shoulders and back. So hips go back, spine stays straight, reach down. You can either grab your shins or ankles and pull yourself into this nice deep position, or you can just leave your hands free. And when you get to that squat position, try to drive your knees out. And then we're going to raise that right hand over our head, raise the left hand, stand. Okay, same thing. Reach, reach, reach with those hips. Hands go down. Drive hips out. Right, left. Stand. We're going to do this 5 times. Okay, so 3 more for me. Reach down. Knees go out. Right, left. Stand. Give you another angle here. Super important at the bottom. Okay, we want to keep our back nice and flat the whole time. We don't want it to be caved. We want to be looking like so when we come up. Okay, we want to be nice and erect in that overhead position. 5 reps, team. Good. All right. So, speaking of clocks, we're going to go into a little bit of a squat matrix, and we're going to use actually the numbers on the clock to guide you through that. So, back to our squat position. So those feet, the whole foot is engaged. We're going to go 3 o'clock, so that's just a basic squat. Then you're going to go shift one of your feet to the 4 o'clock, squat. Then we're going to go 5 o'clock, squat, and then all the way out to 6 o'clock, give me a squat, and then we're going to work our way back up. Notice how one of my legs is staying planted all the way to that 12 o'clock. You can do the same on the other side. So 3, and we're going all the way around and then back. So give that a try. Both sides, okay? You can just go 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you can go same thing, moving your way down from the other side of the clock. All right? Very nice. From here, we are going to basically push, pull, and then push, pull at the top. So we're going to load our back hip. We're going to pull in, pushing down towards the ground, and then drive up towards the ceiling, pushing and pulling away. So push, pull, and then drive up. So load and explode. 5 reps each. A little bit more dynamic here. the hips. And then switch sides. So when we load, if we're going to load into our left side, we're going to pull our left arm into our body and push with that opposite hand. Same thing with that other side. So we're trying to twist up and push away as if we had a ball in our hands. And we're trying to throw it away from our body. Okay? 5 on each side. Go ahead and give that a try. Now we're going to end with a little neural activation. Something a little different that we have not done yet. We're going to drop to one leg on my command. Then I'm going to give you a go call. You're going to jump side to side with that foot and stop. And you're going to hold that foot in place, really trying to activate that entire leg and that one leg position. Okay, so drop to one leg, side to side with the foot, and then a stop call on me. We're going to try 2 each side. Here we go. So up tall, heels are up. Ready, and drop. Drop into one leg and go, side to side. Stop. Perfect. Reset, hands are up. Same leg, ready, and drop. Go, side to side. Stop. Nice and still, perfect. Other leg, here we go. 2 more, ready, and drop. Go. Stop. Hold. Recover. Last one. Let's go. On me. Ready. Drop. Go. Stop. Perfect. Go ahead and grab some water. I will go over what we're going to do next. Okay? So, while you're getting that water, we're going to be doing 2 rounds here. If you want to add a third, you can. We're going to be doing 3 movements. This is where you're going to need your chair, okay? So your chair or bench, even a couch will work. We're going to work on shapes and angles of that acceleration position. Remember, we're still in that isometric phase. This is the last day of isometrics, and then we're going to move to some more concentric exercises for another 2 weeks after this, okay? So the first movement, what you guys have just done was that high split, okay? So you went into that high split, you reached your 6 o'clock, you reached your 3 o'clock. We're going to stay in that 6 o'clock position. Notice that leg is nice and extended. I have that angle from the toe to my nose. And I am just going to pivot in and out, just like we did at the beginning, with that hip. So we're going to do a little T-hip action where we're getting in and out of that left glute, whichever leg is forward, right or left. And we're going to reach, pulling and pushing, similar to what we did with the warm-up. Okay? So pulling and pushing 5 times, staying in that nice high split position, and then work your way up, switch legs. Let's go ahead and give that a try if you haven't already. That is our first exercise. So again, high split, my toe, my knee, my nose, all in one line here. I'm driving that chest as if I'm going to accelerate forward, back leg is extended, and I'm just pulling in over that leg and then twisting on that back leg, pivoting back and forth. Okay, again, 5 reps here. Good, and then stand. This is where we're going to need that chair. Let's go ahead and get that. We're going to place either right or left leg on the chair, nice and flat. And then from here, you're just going to drive your knee up. Okay, so you're going to activate that core, and then you're going to push into that knee, driving away. Now you can pull in with that right arm, matching with your leg, and reach across, hold that position, and then that foot comes back down, reset. 5 reps here. You should feel a nice pinch in that hip flexor. Try to keep that leg as straight as you can on the ground, driving that heel into the ground, working on our top positions of that gait cycle. Okay? Switch sides. 5 on each. Drive up, reach. You can almost try to squeeze that cheek here. Drive up and away. For me, this right leg, it's really tough. And 5. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. Now into that lateral pillar bridge. We are going to do something a little different. So we're going to play with our legs here with that lateral pillar bridge. We're going to go opposing. So you're going to go bottom leg, hip flexion, top leg, hip flexion. Now, notice if my right leg is down, if my right elbow is down, the right leg is back. So I'm not here, but I'm more crossed over, and I'm just going bottom, top, into that hip flexion. 5 each side. Let's go ahead. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and give that a try. Good, same thing on that other side. Sweeping through, staying tall. A little bit of a march. 5 and 5, and then give me a nice rest. And we're going to stand up and work more on that T-hip. Now, if I'm having trouble staying balanced in this high splits position, this is where you can use the chair and just modify it. The biggest thing is that front knee is not moving. Okay, so when we come in and out with that hip, that knee is not swiveling and that foot is not coming off the ground. We're staying locked in for the most part, pushing and pulling for 5 reps each side. Good, switch it up. Good angle here, just to kind of watch what my knee does, what that back foot does. Trying to get in and out of that hip. Working on that internal rotation, that external rotation. Awesome. All right, right back into that hip flexion. With that knee up. Big one here is that we want to keep that bottom leg nice and extended. Get up as tall as you can on that knee. Really pinch that core together and reach across that knee, pull and push, and then let that leg settle right back on the chair. 5 reps there. And switch. Up, across. Now, notice this left knee is up on the chair. I'm punching with my right arm. I hope you guys are doing the same at home. The biggest thing is we want to get that foot up off that chair and get as high as we can with that hip. Now, if you need to use something maybe a little lower, your hip doesn't work as well, you can even just hold this position for 2 seconds at that top area. Okay? Totally wherever you're at. We're just trying to work on those positions and those shapes along with that running or gait cycle. Good. All right. Here we go. A little test to make it harder. If you want to, you can go up to the top position of your hand, and then you got a little bit more room to hike that hip in and out. Up to you. You can also do the lateral pillar bridge. If this bothers you, get up. Eight, 9, 10. Woo. Perfect. We are done with 2 rounds. If you'd like to, you can pause the video now and do another round on your own at home. If not, we're going to move on to our secondary circuit here. So, secondary circuit, we got 3 movements. You're not going to need that chair anymore, so you can kind of put that to the side. I will do the same. Now, as I said, we're trying to work on that isometric hold. We did that there with the high split, working on our shapes and angles. We also did that at that top position, holding the top of our sprint position. Here we're going to twist up a little bit more. We're going to hold the bottom of our drop lunge. So reaching behind with that foot, dropping down into that curtsy position, hold for a nice 5 count, nice and low, loading that hip, and then when we pop up, we're going to get back to that hip flexion position that we just practiced. We're going to do 5 reps, okay? And we're also going to do 2 rounds of the secondary circuit. So 5 reps on the left, 5 reps on the right, holding for 5 seconds at the bottom, okay? Let's go ahead and do that, try together. So drop lunge, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pop up, get to that nice position at the top, and then reset. So holding, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then pop up. Okay, if you have weights, you can hold them on the outsides of your knee. Okay, up to you. You can also hold them in a goblet position. This is a good exercise to be able to use some kind of object or substance that you have at home. Completely on you, what you want to do. Last one for me. Remember, give me that good hold at the bottom, and then drive that foot to the ground, popping up into that hip flexion. Okay, reach back. Same thing on the opposite leg. Hold for 5. Drive the foot up. Get to that top position. As I said, right leg's got a lot of work for me. Make sure that knee is being honest. It shouldn't rest on the ground. It should be hovering over the ground. Load that hip. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Perfect. 5 on each side. Then we are going to go into that top position of the push-up. And from there, we're going to work a rotation with those arms. So getting to that top position of your plank, you can spread the feet out as you like. And we're just going to rotate, trying to drive that heel of our hand into the ground, extending our elbow, getting nice and long. Reach down, switch hands. 5 on each side. Try to be a little honest with the speed of your movement. Try to get as extended as you can, rotating through to that top position. 5 and 5, team. Awesome, so we're going to go into our third movement, which is a glute bridge with a nice walkout with the heel. So we're going to creep out, starting at this top position, driving our elbows into the ground, starting at this top position, creep out nice and slow, okay, till we get to where we can't hold those hips any higher. And then we're going to drop the hips, scoot the heels in, start over, okay, 5 times. Walk it out, nice and slow, get extended, drop the hips, heels go in, and then I just repeat and continue that journey, okay? Five reps at 5 times. You're walking those feet out. Remember, big thing here is trying to keep those hips as high as you can and creeping out as long as you can with those legs. 5 on each side. Work your way up to a standing position. Take a couple breaths, and then we're going to go right into our second round. Back from the top, drop lunge, right into that hip flexion position. Remember, we're holding at that bottom, okay, holding for 5, driving that foot through the ground, under control to that top position. Okay, drop back. Pop up, hold, and then swing back where we started. Switch legs. 3, 4, 5. Get to that top position. Don't cheat that end position. Don't just punch the leg through and then settle my foot. Give me a nice hold at the top. Really be honest. You're going to be better off, okay, when you go for a jog or if you're doing any sprints, working on that here in the controlled environment just to clean those things up. Remember, hold for 5. And then punch. Not easy, not easy. Okay, here we go. Out to that plank position with the rotation. Now, when we get to that rotation, really try to get even taller. Okay, so my shoulder goes even more away from my ear when I spread those fingers out towards the ceiling. Awesome. Last movement. Glute bridge with that walkout. Drive up with those hips. Nice and long. Creep, creep, creep. Drop the hips. Start back where you were at the beginning. Getting nice and high. Trying to angle that pelvis up towards you. You don't want to have that arch back. Make sure that we're locking our glutes in and everything is firing the right way. If you can even walk back, creep on up, and then go from there. Drop the hips, reset. Again, we're doing 5 reps. What does that mean? It means take your time. Take your time. You want to feel this movement in that post chain, hamstrings, glute. It's even more difficult because those hips are tilting from side to side. So be sure that you're trying to drive up the entire time. Last one for me. Whew. Not easy, not easy. All right, so 2 rounds done. Now at this point, if you'd like to, you can do another round. You can add another round on top of this, so just pause the video. And we are gonna finish now with some core conditioning. So a little bit of volume here on the core. We're gonna continue that rotary skills and go into alternating V-ups, okay? So we're gonna be on our backside. We're gonna be driving up with our torso, driving up with one leg, right arm to the left leg, meet ourselves nice and high, and then alternating from side to side. So then left arm comes to right leg, right hand, left leg back and forth. Now the big kicker is we're gonna be doing this for 3 minutes straight. So as many reps as you can accomplish in 3 minutes. I will keep track of my reps. Maybe we can do a little competition. You can compete against me. Write in the comments, Gene, I beat you, or I did more alternating V-ups than you. Either way, it'd be great to hear from you guys. We are going to start here in 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Here we go. Remember, keep track of your reps. Every V-up counts as a rep. 3 minutes of work. I'm going for 100 here. $40 down, 50 seconds complete. Okay, so 50 seconds complete. I'm at my 40th rep, 41, 42. We are at the halfway mark in 3, 2, 1, and halfway mark. We got another minute 30 to go. I'm at 60 reps. I'm trying to get 40 in here. 80 reps, 1 minute left. Let's go. Come on, try to get 100. Thirty seconds, team. 30 seconds. Oof. 100 reps, 20 more seconds to go. Ooh, I don't know if I got any more left. 10 seconds, let's go. 102. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome job. I hope you guys worked up some volume there and were able to get to at least 50. If not, great job. Anyways, thank you so much for joining. And I wish you guys all a great rest of your evening, big dinner. Okay, make sure we compliment all this work we just accomplished. And a little homework assignment for you for the next 3 days. Let's try and finish the day with just 3 things that we're grateful for, just to add some gratitude to your day. You can do it starting tonight and then finish on Saturday. Let me know how that goes. I wish you guys all a great weekend, and I will see you guys all next time. Aloha.